Joe Biden made his first public appearance since Donald Trump's victory today, and, well, he looks sharper and happier than ever.
For over 200 years, America has carried on the greatest experiment in self-government in the history of the world. That's not hyperbole, that's a fact. We're the people. The people vote and choose their own leaders, and they do it peacefully. And we're in a democracy. The will of the people always prevails. Yesterday, I spoke with President-elect Trump to congratulate him on his victory. And I assured him that I'd direct my entire administration to work with his team to ensure a peaceful and orderly transition. That's what the American people deserve. Yesterday, I also spoke with Vice President Harris. She's been a partner and a public servant. She ran an inspiring campaign, and everyone got to see something that I learned early on to respect so much, her character. She has a backbone like a ramrod. She has great character, true character. She gave her whole heart, effort, and she and her entire team should be proud of the campaign they ran. Took risks at the outset. We should thank them. Something I hope we can do, no matter who you voted for, is see each other not as adversaries, but as fellow Americans. Bring down the temperature. I also hope we can lay to rest the question about the integrity of the American electoral system. It is honest, it is fair, and it is transparent. And it can be trusted, win or lose.
Commentators noticed this, with this person saying, "That's the first time I've seen him talk for 3 minutes without tripping over his words and looking confused." The president also didn't seem too upset with the outcome of the election, beaming and smiling throughout his 3-minute address. Commentator Ben Shapiro said, "Joe Biden is the happiest man in America today." Joe Biden's apparent elation comes after a tumultuous election campaign, where cracks between Kamala Harris and Joe Biden were very evident, says Sky News host Paul Murray.
Coming in thick and fast, and we've even started to hear leaks from Joe Biden's camp that he would have done better than Kamala.
See, this is why I love you. You know, we're on exactly the same page, because this is where the story goes, right? Which is about the tension of Biden and Harris. Now, so to explain the structure of the campaign, basically the entire machine that was there for Joe Biden, as soon as Kamala Harris became the candidate, all of that machine stayed in place. So obviously all of those people are loyal to Biden, so any attempts to have a strategy of throwing him under the bus, they were all going to resist it. But there was somebody who was put as the cherry on top for Kamala Harris. It was a man called David Plouffe. Now, David Plouffe is a former, the bloke who put together the 2008 and 2012 Obama victories and made an awful lot of money in the private sector and political advice since. And he sort of has sat back a little bit as kind of like, you know, the perfect coach of the perfect team, all the rest of it, and sort of has sat back, and he didn't get involved in Hillary. And for him to now be at the heart and soul of the Harris campaign, we now have the beginnings of the fight for the narrative. And it's the Obama camp versus the Biden camp versus the Harris camp. And when you were saying that all the reporters all said the same thing at the same time, guess what? We all know where they were getting their information, because of course they were all being spoon-fed all the way through this campaign, all being spoon-fed about 50-50, all being spoon-fed about 10% of independents and late deciders, just garbage, right, that they knew that would be uncritically reported on the air. But yeah, so Biden will officially speak today. He's obviously going to walk away when people start to ask questions. But pay attention, because the next couple of days we're going to start to really see that the campaign of joy was not behind the scenes.
No, 100%. And you could see it in Kamala Harris's face today. And obviously she's going to be disappointed, but it was beyond, it was shattered. You know, clearly such a shock. And again, we're seeing that in the leaks coming out to CNN reporters, just that shock that they didn't win.